They say it's a miserable experience playing against Yorick, but Yorick doesn't want to play against you. He just want to play against the map. So if you find yourself, whoops, playing against him and having a miserable experience, it might be your fault, because I'm perfectly happy just warning the map, farming my lane, farming the enemy jungle, all that. I'm perfectly happy. I don't, you know, welcome, my friends. Whoops, there we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this League of Legends match. There we go. Maybe, okay. Okay. Which is going to be against this mirror woman. Is that what we could call a mirror woman? I don't know. She's like a magician. She's not fat, though. She's not like Gragas. Whoop, there we go. Okay. And she has proved herself already to be someone who is, you know, just doing that PvP. And now, player versus plates, right? PvP. I have to say something just very quickly about it. I used to play it with, Hydra. I used to play it with Titanic Hydra. And that's like when you have this ball of health and you just throw yourself at the tower at the mercy of the enemy team. And it works. You know, I suggest, you know, I don't think it's not like, whoa, okay. It's not like, see this? You know, I had to smack her. Now, I don't want to do this, okay? I want her to be happy, healthy, whatever. But if she's going to go in my face like this, I'm going to press some buttons, okay? Because I got some buttons to press. Okay? And I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yeah. The way you played, I used to play player versus plates, is I would, okay, I'm just going to go back real quick and then continue my mid lane play style. So I would buy Hydra, and then I would buy, you know, Hullbreaker and stuff, and then I would just run into the tower. But I've noticed that if you go full lethality and just farm the map, just nothing else, just farm the map, right? Whoops, what is this guy doing there? Chet doing, boys? Okay, I gotta smack you. I'm sorry, again. Same thing. She just won't leave me alone, and I gotta, you know, I have a shovel, right? So I best be using it. Okay. It's interesting that, you know, I gotta say something again about, I've been thinking about Yorick, and Yorick really is the only champion, and I challenge you to find someone else as well. It used to be that Singed also could play against the map, but it's just not that like that anymore. Riot has made so many changes to the waves and everything in proxy that Singed just can't do it anymore. And Yorick is the last champion who can truly play against the map. Just only map, that's it. And that's what I've been trying to do on this lethality climb, so to speak. Let's just call it lethality 20 games. Because, again, what's funny about lethality is that every single thing that these items give you, they can be used for farming instead of for playing against the players, right? And against towers, against plates. So you have like this double whammy funny situation where you're supposedly getting PvP items, but it's not for that, okay? I think that's that's just interesting. I don't know. Riot's been trying to nerf Yorick PvP, play versus plates, PvM, play versus map, PvT, play versus towers. They've been trying to nerf it, and they just can't do it because Yorick, he's like, I don't know what it is about Yorick. They have, he has this kit probably that from the developer standpoint they just can't nerf or something, and I just keep playing this playstyle, except when I was on my 20 game AP situation. Okay, and by the way, Deep Wards, they are a very, very strong PVM rune. Don't do this. Okay, I told you not to do this. Look at that. She got smacked. She really got smacked. It's like, what are you doing? Just let the farmer be a farmer. Let the map player be a map player. Why do I have to do, you know, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. I'm not a, I wouldn't say I'm a pacifist, but it's like, I do have a shotgun, and I do have a rocking chair, right? And if you're in my property, or if you're in my immediate, vicinity, okay, interesting. What are these guys doing? What you doing? Okay, I don't like this, because I had to smack the horse as well. Okay. I gotta go back. Don't do it. Don't do it, LeBlanc. I said don't. Okay. I told her not to do it, and she almost did it. So I had to be proactive there. If you'll excuse me for that. Okay. Now I'll go back. Actually, I'll stay because. Hey, did he clean up a ward? What? Why is he using his? Why is he using his lens to play versus my playing against the map? You know what I'm saying? Why is he doing that? Why is he trying to thwart? What is that word? Never used it, so you're hearing it here first. Why is he trying to do that to my map playstyle? And going back just a tiny little bit to the way I used to play versus plates, I used to do it, again, Hydra, Hullbreaker, and I just ram myself into the tower and die, and then take a tower. But Lethality is much more interesting because oh, she says cringe. Man, last video I uploaded, Vladimir said that it's OP, apparently. Don't do it. He said that it's OP, and they just, I just can't catch a break. This is not OP. You're just not letting me play against the map. I got some tools. I got some buttons, But Lethality is different. Lethality is you go into you farm, and only then. What's interesting is that you don't even have to kind of play against those plates. You don't have to actively jump on them in a sense, right? What you have to do is your maiden and ghouls will do it for you if you farm consistently and if you do it consistently and if you like really focus your mind and try to not get seduced, let's say, by team fights, because it happens. Okay, don't do it, LeBlanc. Don't do it. I told you not to do it. Why are you coming so close? Because again, I'm a farmer. I do have a shotgun. I do have a rocking chair. And we all have seen those, I guess, clips or the visual or whatever you might call that of a guy who has a beard and he's just rocking in that rocking chair, looking across. Okay, I think they both want to invade my territory again. They are both. He's just rocking in that rocking chair, looking across the field. Looking what's cooking. Oh, there we go. And he's not afraid to pull that trigger. Let's just say that. Okay. There's a problem with Zed's territory. Maybe he needs a shotgun and a rocking chair. Okay. And that's Yorick. That's Yorick. I only recently started doing this profane Hydra thing. Ooh, I shouldn't die. I can't get smacked by that horse. Because now I'm going into my neighbor's territory, right? I kind of moved the rocking. I actually added wheels to the rocking chair, and I'm just kind of. The F is the counterplay to that. Don't play against it. As I said in the beginning, don't play against it. In all seriousness, you can't get hit by E. That's it. It's all about that. There's really nothing else. Also, a counterplay is having a 6-0 horse on your team, because horses are meant to be in the field, but this guy is just roaming around different fields, and do not like that, okay? What you doing? Let me take that 24 health, thank you. That's also kind of funny. People actually said that, hey man, the reason why Nasus doesn't heal on blasting cones is because, very simply, because, ooh, okay. Because it's lifesteal, and Yorick has like flat, active healing, so, and it makes sense, yeah. I understand it. Makes sense. Okay. By the way, I was watching this Chris Hansen newest episodes. Yes, he has new episodes. More creeps out there. And there's this new episode where this guy... what was funny about it, and this is... Chris Hansen is a genius, because if you look in those clips, like the newest ones, the comments are always light. It's something funny about the creeps, right? And it is one of the most serious topics, but people are taking it lightly, and I wouldn't say they're taking it lightly, but there's this weird humor about it. And it's so interesting that such a serious topic can have so much humor about it, you know? Okay, let me just farm these fires over here. They give you ability haste. Did you know that? I think you did. Okay, she has vision there. So, oh, there she is. What you doing? What you doing? Okay. I'm throwing that E. I'm throwing it. There we go. What's the counterplay to that? Well, again, horse. And what happened with this particular guy was he said his name is Dave. And the girl, the decoy, said, "Hey, I don't trust you." Apparently, they have to find out his name or something, so that's why they don't immediately just catch him. They don't immediately just arrest him when he goes into the room. I actually don't know. Maybe they don't arrest him just for the show. I don't know. The morality of that is very interesting, because they're obviously doing a very good thing, but at the same time, you're doing a show, okay? And the girl says something like, "Hey man, you know, you're not saying your real name. I don't trust you, you know." And the guy says, "My name is Dave." Now, I'm not going to do his accent, but he did have an accent that I don't know, either Indian or whatever accent. And I thought to myself, and he said he's from Yemen. So how is your name Dave? You know, I'm a trusting guy, but I'm having a hard time believing that. And it reminded me of, you know what it reminded me of? When Jim in The Office called himself Dave for Halloween. That was just absolutely ridiculous. I highly suggest you watch that episode. He was... Okay. Well, don't do it. Okay, I thought she's gonna do it, and she did it. Oh no, there's that ghoul. Did you see that? Man, just working against the father, the ghoul. Okay, I'll go back real quick. Now, this again is one of those games where I'm gonna have to go through the trouble of declaring myself victorious, even though I will lose LP. Because, I don't know, 4 plates to 1 plate, I'll take it. 10 CS per minute to 139, I'll take it. You know? My land is fine, okay? Smack. Is the horse coming, or what's going on there? Okay, I have to go back again, it looks like. Don't do this. The ghoul's just protecting the territory, you know? Oh, this is gonna be hard. I released Maiden Bottom, and since my guys here are playing a little bit of PvP, I'm also gonna play a little bit of PvP. Oops. If you look at the bottom of the map, you will see that Maiden is actually pushing, and I expect her to do some numbers on those plates. I'm actually expecting her to do some numbers. Man, what is this? What is this feed here? Unfortunately, they just took over my land. This is insane. No farmer could compete with this. No farmer can compete with this. But it's all good, because Maiden is just going in different, you know, grounds. This guy just keeps... What's going on there, mister? What you doing? Well, he's unlucky. But still, plates run. Look at this. That's what I mean when I say it's player versus plates with Maiden. Okay. Renekton's gonna stop it, but I still got some plates then, right? How much did I got 3, I think. So 4 and 3. It's not bad for a game where you just, you know, you can't really walk around the map, you know. It's... Yeah, it would be an understatement to say that it's kind of hard to walk around in this match. Okay. It would be a little bit of an understatement, I would say. Now, unfortunately, I'm here stuck in this little patch of land, and I'm just planting my garden. I'm just farming these guys, you know, just doing my thing. But that's all I can do. It's, you know, it's not nothing. It's honest work. But the map is closed to me. I just, it's not going to happen. Oh, I want to use this. Yes, there we go. What I'm going to do again is the same thing. I'm going to release Maiden here. So she's starting to snatch those plates from afar. And that's really cool if you think about it. Yorick is the only champion who can siege the enemy towers from such a huge distance, right? I'm going to take this. I don't think Zed needs it. He's maybe going to be mad, but come on. I see when a garden is overflowing and you need to harvest those lemons, you know. You need to harvest those strawberries or whatever this is. I'm a farmer by trade, and I'm a farmer by hobby, and I'm a farmer by life. So I do know how to do that. Now, if she goes in a farmer's bush, you know what's going to happen. You don't want to go in a farmer's bush. It looks like she's going to stay clear. Okay. You don't want to be going in a farmer's bush, okay? You don't want to be doing that. So, should I release or not? You know what? I'm going to release. We'll see what happens. Very nice. I like this. I like this. There we go. Again, exactly the same thing. Maiden is, depending on what happens now with these guys, what do they do? She's either going to get 1 tower or 2 towers. We'll see what LeBlanc does, right? Because she might be going there to fix that up. And that's going to be kind of a little bit unsatisfying if she does, but, you know, still getting some plates. There we go. There's 1 plate. Oh, she's going to get a lot. Okay. This is actually, if you look at what's going on, man, look at this gameplay. This is the most unique. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry, man. I can't stay there. It would be kind of cool if Fiora pushed, because since Renekton went to deal with Maiden, she could have gotten some plates here, but, you know, I'm not gonna tell her how to flip her burgers, you know, where she works. I'm just gonna go back then. And again, if you really think about it, what other champion can do this? What other champion can do this? Just play from afar. The enemy team is so incredibly fed that you know, you're gonna have a prob. Okay. She has 2, right? But Zed has ult, so let's see if Zed doesn't die. He was mad before that she killed him. There we go, there we go. Man, okay. I'll take all that. Very nice. That's what we needed. Because now I'm getting 9 plates. 9 plates incoming. Oh man, 9 plates incoming. Look at that beautiful CS, and look at those 9 plates incoming. This is such a PvP match. Oh, God. Effed me. Effed me. Or did you? Yes, you did. Well, not beautiful at all. Blue balled big time. I guess that's why you should always send your wife and children do the dirty work. Never, you know, never go after those plates alone. Never do that. Okay, Renekton, careful. Careful, careful. Don't do this. He's gonna stun her, unfortunately. Is he, though? Nah, he's not. Don't do it. Okay. Okay, releasing Maiden. No, man. F this. Can't really fight this guy. He's level 17, and, you know, it's like a little bit of that, what you doing, if I do end up fighting him. Yeah, unfortunately, I thought that at least the kids are pushing. Look at that CS. I challenge you to try to get that CS with any other champion in a match where it's 9 to 25. I guess it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. So Yorick is the farmer and the pusher of all time. And seriously, in all seriousness, it's cool. You know, it's a macro playstyle where you just kind of look at the map and you only play against the map. You never really engage the opponents unless they, you know, they just start to kind of, you know, F you, right? Unless they start to kind of F with your garden, let's just say that. Okay, is she gonna go there or what? No. Nested up, I guess. Man, I want to really ignore all of this, but I feel like they're just gonna end the game. So the farmer is going to lose by not losing, really. You know what I mean? And we don't like that over here. Okay. Well, that's about it for this time. Thank you for watching this, I guess. Thank you for watching this match, my friends. I know you have been waiting for this. Many of you have asked me, hey man, you know, I'm struggling with Sona MID against Sona MID. What would I do? What should I do? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Now, as funny as it is that they are playing Sona MID, I don't care, because I'm again playing player versus map. And one thing that I should tell you is that don't play this top. You know, don't play this at all, by the way, because, whoops. Okay, she's poking a bit, you know, poking a bit. Don't play this at all, but especially don't play this top, because peeps are not gonna like it, okay? Okay, gotta, you know, I gotta do this. Again, as I say often, when she just shoots across the fence, because we both are farmers. Now, I actually don't know what she is, but I know I'm a farmer, and mid lane is kind of like this fence. And she keeps throwing apples in your garden. You gotta lay down the law at some point. You know, you gotta say, hey man, if you keep throwing those rocks in my garden, I'm gonna F you up. And that's what I did. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, how is the climb going? It's good, but bad at the same time, because I did have a rude awakening. I told you that I feel like I'm lucky with my games. And let me tell you, the luck ran out, okay? The luck ran out. I don't think I've inted so much as I inted so much that in the top lane, when I was assigned, that I don't think I have done that in a while. So, again, viewer discretion, play this mid, don't play this top. What else I can tell you? Now, after the 20 games are over, I am going to play it AP/lethality, just based on situation. That's it. I think that's the best way to do it. AP is funny because you get plates differently, and this is funny because you get plates differently. But both are plates, player versus plates gameplay. Okay. Ooh, how is she doing that? Why would she be freezing it like that? I'm not particularly, you know. Okay, we're gonna, whoops. Okay, that was not good at all, because actually it doesn't matter that much. It just matters about the damage there. Interesting that Teemo is effing up that Rengar. Is Teemo really a counter to Rengar or something? Okay. What's going on there, Sona? Man, I guess I was talking about her throwing rocks into my garden, but in this lane it's you know, those ghouls be jumping over that fence. Okay. Interestingly enough, I don't have any tools right now to punish her for anything, but I am liking that Tryndamere. I am liking that Rengar. I feel like Rengar inted into that Tryndamere, didn't he? Yeah. By the way, did you know that when you close the top lane quest, what happens is they give you... what happens is they give you flat experience, just pop, like boom. So you can really look at that quest, and you can sort of really surprise the enemy with some damage. Why is Sona mid, and why is she winning? What is going on? I don't understand this. By the way, poor Jax thought that I'm top, so I might just get some LP back. Riot owes me a lot of LP, by the way, and they still haven't given it back to me. I again had the problem with the loading screen. Okay. I again had a problem with the loading screen. She wants... You know what she wants to do? She wants to exhaust. No, she wants to... Okay. She wants to arm me. Not gonna let that happen. She could flash arm me. No. Gotta be careful. Gotta watch her before she does that. I don't have time to play against these champions, you know. I don't care. The ghouls doing it. Hey, why aren't they triggering this? How much damage did they do without triggering it? I guess 2 ghouls can't do it, right? Man. Okay. Farmer. Okay, so since we have a lead, this is a perfect opportunity for me to show you how this build can work, okay, against opponents that are behind, okay. And the way it can work, okay, I'm gonna go back real quick. No, she actually doesn't have TP, so I should probably stay for just a bit. For just 1 bit. Need some ghouls, and then I hit that E. And then she dead, right? And then she dead. Man. What you doing? What you doing? Sona. Are you really that thirsty for a gank that you have to do this? I think 1 Q and ignite and he must die. He should. Maiden, 1 last nibble. Jesus, did you see this moment? Were you watching the screen? Now, as horrific as the last game was, exactly as this, you know, that good this game is. I've noticed that, yeah, in League of Legends, the universe kind of... You know what? I'm gonna abandon all rationality and say it's all the algorithm, you know? It's all the algorithm. I have to stay because I will have the opportunity to get the... okay? I will have the opportunity to get the Profane Hydra first back, which is, I don't think... I haven't done that ever in the history of my channel. Minute 8 Profane Hydra, no, hasn't happened yet, ever. Okay. Also, is it just me, or are the games just completely one-sided? Either you big time lose or you big time win. Especially the last ones. It might be me playing the most high roller build of all time. That might be true. That might be like a reality, you know? That might be like a reality. Okay. Now, once I get the boots, that's when I'm gonna start to very highly track Rengar, okay? Because, as I've said, the biggest upside of this build is that you can really quickly push, and then you can really quickly invade the enemy jungle. Now, that's one way of putting it. The other way of putting it is, hey, the farmer be farming, so, you know, if a farmer if a farmer sees that your land is overgrowing, for example, Rengar has some camps, right? He's gonna be going there. He's gonna be farming it, and oh, what you doing? Hey, do you have flash here or what? Or what do we have going on? She probably has flash. Used her shield a little bit too soon. I don't think that was necessary, but you know, anyway, today. 1E. There we go. And speed boot ghouls. Man, so close. So close. Okay, so yeah, if the farmer sees that your land is overgrowing, which means that, for example, the wolf camp and the Grump is there, which means that this guy isn't tending to his garden. You know, there's this saying, tend to the garden you can touch, which is basically a saying about not really trying to fix problems across the world or something like that, because you're inefficient doing that. But here it doesn't apply, because Yorick is going to be tending to the garden he cannot touch, which, you know, will turn out that he will touch it. So long story short, the climb is going very well. The win rate is still very good. It's just that, okay. It's just that it comes in waves, you know. Okay, gonna fight you. Gonna fight you. Don't jump. Okay. He's really weak. I think that Tryndamere did a number on him. That's why he's so weak. Remember when Michael said that some bouncers did a number on him and it was in the papers? You remember that? That's what's happened to this guy. Because Todd Packer apparently didn't wait for him to, you know, okay. I really need somebody to take care of my garden there. Okay. He has bot lane quest. It's not that bad. People sometimes say, oh, you know, it's so bad. It's bad to swap early. But if you swap, like, at this stage, it's not that bad, you know. You're still going to do the quest, you know. It's just, let's say it's 1 to 2 waves later. You know, it's not that bad. Now, I will claim this land from this Rengar. Hey, bruh. Not going to use Ignite before it's necessary. Okay. There we go. He actually kind of came back to his garden, which is, you know, you left it hanging, bro. You left your garden hanging, or should I say field, I guess. You left your, oh God, oh my Lord, yes, there we go. I don't like this. They are actually helping him tend to his garden. Should this be called field or garden? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't have mana. People keep saying to me, hey man, build tier. I'm interested in the tier build. It's just that Doran's Blade, it gives you... Oops, there he is. He might jump on me. There he is. Attack move. I'm gonna be tending to the garden. Don't you do that, man. Oh God. I can't... Okay, I can. Don't do that. I gotta tend to this garden as well. A little bit. Man, he really did a number on him. That Tryndamere really did a number on this guy. He's having some probs now. Okay. Unfortunately, Rengar probably took his wolves, so wasn't able to insist that that land belongs to Mr. Yorick. The capitalist Yorick. Not capitalist, farmer, okay? Although farmers are capitalists. Somebody said that communism means one shovel for all yesterday. And it indeed does, because it is very likely that in Soviet Union there was one shovel for all, because, well, so poor that they only have one shovel, I guess. I have to insist that this land belongs to me, okay? And I'm not doing that as a joke. I'm actually... Oh, she knows that I'm there, right? She knows that I'm there. I have to insist, yeah. Unfortunately... Yeah, there's... No, actually, pretty fortunately, gonna farm this Grump. Gonna wait here. Because the weird thing is that if I start farming this, the Maiden's gonna lose ghouls. Because they're gonna jump on the Grump. Actually, I can do it... I don't even know. Well, they surrendered. Thanks for watching these 2 games, and I'll see you next time.